Hello, this is Salty33 and welcome to Europa Barbarorum 2. Right, let's get started. I'm not sure which one to play as just yet. You know what? Where's Makedonia? Here's Makedonia. Right, sure, let's start. Ooh, intro video. I was expecting a little bit more, but oh well. Still got the coins. Huzzah. Loading times seem to be longer. Right, select a potential successor. You may select it by following the instructions below. The potential successor will have an excellent chance to become the faction heir if the current heir dies or becomes faction leader. Right, to designate a potential successor, click accept. The rooster window will appear, showing all your family members and generals. Right or left click on the portrait of the family member you would like to designate as potential successor. The traits will not be granted to the faction leader, heir, or any general. Ooh, this is highly interesting. Okay. So, faction leader, faction heir, family member. I want a good, strong military. But there's no good, strong military. So, there you go. Trait increase, potential successor. Good. Okay, so seems that you don't need to click on the thing to get the EB script started, because I clicked on the show me how, and according to forums and stuff like that, that's how you get it to start. So I've got quite a lot of money. I'm gaining loads. So what to actually get? Okay. Yeah, it will take a few turns maybe to get familiar with this mod, which is kind of understandable. And the first turn always goes quickly, mainly because in the first turn there isn't much to do. Especially if you're a small country. No interface. Together for pleasure or for their after action reports. By pressing scroll lock key, the interface disappears. After okay, that's nice. That's awfully nice. Okay, first battle. Right, so this is automatically resolve. Fight and withdraw. That's understandable. That's understandable, but why is that just like the sun? Oh well, let's fight our first battle. Hopefully it doesn't crash. It has crashed about 3 times for me, just tweaking some of the stuff. Which is a shame. Start deployment. Let's have a look at the troops. They look quite good indeed. Right, you at the front. You back here. Oh yeah, the general. Let's just tweak around a bit. Okay, so they're definitely just missile. Yeah, it may take a while to get used to all the things. But I shall get well practiced in them. I'll make that into a group as well. Right. Okay. Right, triple speed it. Well, actually, it will be 6 times speed. Okay, so I'll need to have a fiddle in the files to turn off those death cat videos, which are very annoying. Oh no. Seriously? Why me? Why? Oh, you've almost caught up. But you're not actually throwing anything. End battle. I don't want to chase anyone. So they killed 19. Yay, there's prisoners. Huzzah. Right, the main reason why I didn't wipe them out was I didn't have any cavalry. If I had cavalry, taking down those skirmisher units would be so helpful. So, right. Now, this is where I go and ask myself, do I want to go role-playing mode and be a Greek? for example, and a Greek would actually release. Or do I want to go tyrannical and just execute? Or ransom? This is my dilemma. It would be helpful if there was a kind of lie to the prisoners and go, your men, your allies don't want you, so join me and I shall help you get revenge on them. But there is no such thing. Oh, what's this? I'm really liking this. So, right, I'm gonna go ransom. Reject it. Good, there's relationship worsen as well. Okay, Pella, you are beginning to go into starvation. The thing is, at the moment, ooh, who went down in money? That's quite surprising considering expenditure. 2 battles won. I get it. I get why the expenditure is that high already. It's because of I've been getting a lot of new troops. And it's basically doing the upkeep. Although it would be helpful if the mod actually showed. It's, sure. By that I mean, it's only showing the income. It's not showing the net profit. Well, I doubt it is. Yeah, it's not showing outcome. Well, expenditure. Which is really annoying. Let's just attack here. But I guess you can't have everything in a mod. And it's probably only me who's going to complain about this. 10-7. Right, let's fight again. Right. Do tell me if I am an idiot and I'm not realizing things, or, well, especially with the script thing. Maps. The maps look awesome. Detailed, but up close, not too detailed. Especially with the trees. Right. I now have cavalry. It's just 1 unit of cavalry, but it's still cavalry. Right. Again, no wedge formation. I haven't actually seen wedge formation in Europa Barbarorum. Oh, that's nice. But I disagree with it as well. What I'm saying is that even though I am the aggressor, the enemy is still coming towards me to kill me. But I dislike this as well because of then I could just backspace and just wait. And there's no real point in just waiting. See? All I'm doing is standing still and waiting for them to come to me. Right. One. Attack. Let's have a look at cav charges. Bit strange. Ah, good. Not really in an organized formation though, which is a shame. Okay, time to run to here. Just continue. Right. Oh yeah, there were two armies, I forgot about that. I thought for a second my general had died. Only for a second though. Yeah, although it would at some point. Oh, actually there is a game like that. A game which is pretty much Rome Total War, but open world. Yeah, I know it's strange, it's on Steam and it's like £4 maybe. But I think it is. I can check. Well, it isn't like Rome Total War in a way, and it is in another way. But I can understand the disadvantages with having an open world. Okay, now this is something which I wish I could do. Is, let's say, if I wanted to release all except for a specific few, like the family member, I would keep him prisoner or execute him. But there's no option for that. It's one or the other. It's an extreme or nowhere. Right, I actually want to see how the sieges work. It's probably very similar to any other Total War games or mod of a game. But I also want to see how a city looks like. Okay, so the walls are the exact same as Medieval 2. No, actually they're slightly different in terms of the way they look. And there seems to be less curves. In Med 2, this would be just like one curve. Like this kind of thing. You start quite far away from anywhere, which is interesting. Right, let's just 6 times the speed. I probably could have autoed and would have won very easily, but I decided not to. As for the reasons which I have already stated. There's actually daytime and nighttime. Sir, whoever made this mod, you are a genius. I salute you. Well, it's probably you, sirs. There were probably a lot of people who went into making these mods. But I don't really care. It's an awesome mod, and I'm gonna play it for as long as possible. But I'll probably end the episode after this battle, because sure, not much really has happened. But generally the first video which I find is just a taster, testing out the mechanics, getting the base ground of what you want to do. Right. Please don't be stupid. Oh, that's good. The enemy general is already dead. Good, it's got the weaknesses correctly. That cavalry versus spearmen, the cavalry die quite easily. Good. And also, something which I wish you could do in Rome Total War or any of its mods, or any Total War game actually, is I won't say bribe, but kind of surrender. If you're not quite sure what I mean, is I'll pick Alexander the Great. That some cities he would just take and exterminate everything. Take down the whole settlement as if it never even existed. And then the next one, he just asked, surrender, or I shall do to you what I have done to the city 40 miles away, or whatever. It wouldn't be 40 miles away. That would be too close. But you get the idea. Something like that. I wish there was an option like that, but there just isn't. So, sacking. Army. Right. Enemy army routes. Relations worsened. Veteran expands. Trait increased. End of turn report. Let's actually have a look at the family tree. So faction leader, heir. Okay, interesting enough. Oh, actually, that's something which I wanted to... Top 5 factions. Egypt is well ahead in terms of territory. Finance, I'm not even in the top 5. Well, duh. I'm in negative money. I think that's me. Yeah, it is me. So why was I in the top 5? Right. Population, Egypt. Overall, Seleucid Empire. I'm not actually in any of the top 5s, which is kind of annoying. So I'm at war with Egypt already. Sparta, pretty much. Sparta and Athens. Rebels and the Greek cities in Rome. That's kind of a bit of a thing. You may not be able to see it, but the landmass kind of goes a bit funny, strange. Okay, let's end the turn and see if I'm at positive money, and then I'll end the video. I like the fact that it actually says how many turns you've done so far. That is so helpful. especially if you want to keep a certain amount of turns. Like, let's say I want to make a video 7 turns long or 6 turns long. 6 turns long. It's easier to see with this than it was with EB1. Right, the weird glitches. That seems to be gone now. Nope, it isn't. Oh well, it's something which can be easily put up with. I'm just gonna have a look around the map. And I'm also gonna go... Oh yeah, it's... Ooh. Okay. The UI is a bit different. No, it isn't UI. The map is a bit different. Because of the rebel states in... well, rebel cities in Europa Barbarorum mod for Rome Total War actually gave the regions, like, let's say that's a circle. Well, a semicircle, kind of. It would actually show that on the map. Like how that is just a blob. It would show a blob if it was a rebel. With this, it doesn't. But it is also kind of easier to spot where all the factions are. And it is also easier to see the distances between each one. Each faction. Because of you can just tell by taking a glance that the Seleucid Empire and Egypt are so close together. However, Carthage and Romani, or the SBQR, you can tell is further away. Good, all those seem to be there. Right. So far my approval rating of this mod so far is very high, especially because of the forum for it, where I actually downloaded the mod, actually said it isn't finished. Although it's more, well, how did they actually say it? I can't remember, really. It's on the tip of my tongue. But they think it's better than EB. Otherwise, what would be the point in making EB2 if EB was better? But meh. And they also recognise that there are some things which just aren't finished. Although, hopefully if there is a bug patch, it gets rid of that land thing. You're probably thinking I'm insane. Well, one, you may be correct in your assumption. Oh, that's nice. Oh, no, never mind. I thought it actually showed rivers and stuff like that. But no, it just shows a land mass of... Okay, now that's definitely a glitch. And I'm certain I'm not the only one who can see it. Oh wow, you can kind of see how they actually made it. Made the map. They had like squares of like, let's say, a centimetre. And had like, oh. So basically, all these mountains could just be copied and pasted. Which, if it is a shame, to be honest. But it does kind of look a bit barren of detail. But oh well, let's stop ranting about the mod. Although I am still going to play the game, the mod, yes, because of it's an awesome mod. And plus, with it, it's actually introduced some features which I thought, if only it was in EB, like for example the ransom execute blah 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 blah, even though I still think that isn't really fixed. It never has been. Because I'll just give you a demonstration from one of my videos of my Medieval 2 England campaign, which I need to get back to doing, but I've just been a bit busy with EB mods and so on and so forth, and I've had less time recently because of schoolwork. Yes. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I need to do that. Sorry if you could just hear me mumbling underneath my breath. But this mod seems to be very good, and I can't wait to expand on it further. See you next time.